so this is my makeup collection. I'm firstly going to show you my little vanity area, and then I'm going to show you where I store my makeup. Okay, so over here is where I keep my phone, my iPad, and of course my Lauren Conrad beauty book, which I absolutely adore. Behind that I have some sprays. I've got some Batiste dry shampoo, my deodorants and things like that, and a little picture that my mum bought me for my birthday. The drawers are not very interesting, but they are all part of my vanity, so I thought I'd show you them anyway. So in this one here I keep a load of books. It's kind of just a junk drawer. For instance, I have some highlighters, some masking tape, but then I do have my books. My favourite book in the entire world is Fault in Our Stars. This next drawer is what I'm calling my New York drawer. So for those of you that don't know, I'm going to New York next Monday, and I've kind of been just collecting things that I need to take with me. So for example, I've got some socks, some new pants, some dry shampoo, a mirror, portable charger, travel pillow, things like that I just need to take with me. So this drawer will be clear when I have come back. There's nothing really in this final drawer. It's where I keep all of my banking documents, so that's pretty much all there is to see. Okay, so this is where I keep my makeup brushes. As you can tell, I only have 3 that I use on a regular basis. They're all from Real Techniques, and I do have a really gross little sponge as well that I use, but they all need a clean. That's why they're out and not tucked away in the drawers. Next to that I have a notebook in case I get any random great ideas, my water bottle, my hair straighteners, and my glasses case. I also have my ring case and a little pot that I store bobby pins and hair ties in. Okay, so this is where I store all of my makeup. I'm pretty sure this is where most people store all of their makeup now. It's the Alex 9 drawer from IKEA. I believe it was about £90, but I'm not 100% sure. So on the top here I keep a few of my favourite perfumes. There's an Elle magazine in the back. And then I've got 3 next perfumes. Daisy Wings by Lucy Meck from Towie, which is amazing. If you ever get to try that perfume, try it, seriously. And then I've got one called Storm Touch. Okay, so now it's the exciting bit. So in the first drawer up here I actually keep my skincare. So I have some cotton wool pads down here that are just like everyday cotton wool pads from Boots. I have some cleaning wipes here that I use before, when I take off my makeup I use those first. I then use my Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water, which I absolutely love. I also have some Tea Tree Skin Clearing Foaming Cleanser by The Body Shop, and a Skin Pore Minimizer from The Body Shop in that one as well. In this little compartment here I kind of keep any extra bits that I've got that I don't use on a day-to-day basis, or that wouldn't fit in here. So for example, I have this facial toner from Boots, which I really like, but it doesn't really fit very well in there like that, so I just keep it in here, but I do use this every single day. I have my Freedom Spot Prone Skin Daily Complex thing that I put on every single morning and every single evening. I have this Behance Me Pure Face Wash, which I haven't actually used yet because I got it for free from Elle magazine actually, so I haven't managed to use this, so hence why I think the thing is still on. Yeah, the thing is still on. But I really want to try it, so it's in my to-do box. I have a spot treatment by Lush, a Benefit They're Real remover, because I find that most removers don't really work on getting my mascara off, but this really does. And then I have a little Lush moisturiser as well. If you can't tell, I like Lush a little bit. Down the side here I have one of my face masks. In the back I have some more cotton wool pads. I have some Pipanthen for when I had my tattoo done, and I also have a Lush face mask as well. Okay, so in the next drawer is where I keep all of my foundation, primers, eyeliners and mascara and powder, everything like that. So we're going to start with foundation, because I do have quite a lot. So I have this is the Revlon Photo Ready Primer, which technically should be here, but again it doesn't like sitting there. I have the Revlon Colour Stay, which I actually really like, except that there wasn't a pump, and I don't like how there wasn't a pump, and I can't find a pump. But I do really like it, although it's a bit creamy, I find. But it's alright. And then have the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, which I used to use a lot, and then I kind of changed my mind when I got new foundations. I have the L'Oreal Nude Magique Eau de Tint, which I absolutely hate. It's miles too dark. I always get the shade Ivory. Every single foundation I get the colour Ivory. And for some reason, this Ivory just didn't want to actually be Ivory. So I don't like this at all, and I don't like the consistency, and I haven't used this since. I hate it. I then have the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum, which I do actually quite like. I used to hate it because I used to think it was too sheer, like it didn't give me much coverage. But recently I've started using it again, and I do actually really like using this. I then have the L'Oreal True Match, again in the shade Ivory. I like this because there's a pump. I feel like pumps are rare now and I don't like it. I do like this, but again I just got bored of the same thing. That's the problem with me. I go through so many things because I just get so bored of everything. And then finally I have the Collection Lasting Perfection, which if you can't tell is my favourite. I do have backups as well, and I need to go and get another one because I'm already running out of these. So that is definitely my favourite, and they're so cheap, but they're so good. Okay, so in this pot here I keep all of my concealers, any BB cream I've got, and some of my powders. So I'll start with powders just because they're right here. So I have the Natural Collection Neutral Pressed Powder, Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot in, it's not got a shade, and then the Stay Matte in Transparent. Stay Matte is my favourite, but One Heck of a Blot is coming up as a close second. For concealers, I have two of the Collection Lasting Perfection concealers because I thought if the foundation's good, chances are I will like the concealer, and I do. I have one slightly lighter shade and one normal shade. The lighter shade is for highlighting. I then have the Maybelline Anti-Age Eye Eraser Eye. I don't really know how I feel about this. I feel like I definitely got too dark of a shade. It was too dark for my skin, but I don't really know how I feel about the actual product itself, so I'm definitely going to try that out a bit more because I don't want to dismiss it straight away. I have the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer and the Rimmel BB cream in matte. Okay, so in the next box here I have all of my mascaras. So I've got the Urban Decay Subversion and Perversion mascara. I've got the L'Oreal Miss Manga, I think it's L'Oreal, yeah, Miss Manga, which has only just come out, which I do actually quite like. I have the YSL, what's this? Volume Effect. I don't particularly like it. It is a sample size, obviously I did get it free. But I don't particularly like it. I feel like it fines my lashes out. It does make them look longer, but it does definitely fine them out as well. I then have the Benefit Roller Lash, which again I got free. The Rimmel 3D Lash and a Colour Couture mascara as well. This is my eyebrow pen. I am not sure why it's in there. Okay, so in the final one here I have all of my eyeliners, eyebrow pencils. I've got my gel eyeliner here from Colour Technique. My favourite eyeliner is the Extreme by Collection. Obviously I've got a collection theme going here. I didn't really think about that. I do have some funky colours. I got these all from the clothes show this year when I went, so there's some quite interesting colours that I don't think I'll ever use, but I don't know, because this is absolutely amazing. Like, just look at that. Like, it's literally great. So I definitely try and use that because I do really like it. I just think it won't really suit my face. Okay, so in the next drawer is a bit of a random drawer. So I've got my bronzers here, my blushes here, I've got some highlighters down here, extra brushes, and then some perfumes and a brush case here. So we'll just start at the front with my bronzers. I've got my number 7 Instance Radiance, which I really like. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really nice. It's kind of like a highlighter at the same time as being a bronzer. It's actually, my mum got it me as just like a whim to try. But it's actually really nice. I do really like it. I then have my NARS Laguna, as does everybody, which I do use, but it is a little bit dark. It is just on my skin, okay, you can't even see it, but on my skin it is a little bit dark. I then have the Sleek Define and Contour Kit. This is a highlighter and this is a bronzer. As you can probably tell, the bronzer is miles too dark for my skin and it makes me look like I've been punched in the face. The highlighter, however, I do quite like. It does look alright. I then have the Bourjois powder, which smells amazing. I don't know if you've ever smelled this, but it smells amazing. And then my favourite bronzer, which is my Body Shop Honeycomb bronzer. This is my everyday bronzer that I use all the time. It's amazing. It's quite pricey, it's about £13, but I mean, compared to Laguna, this is a bargain. So next here I have my blushes. So basically I have two by Milani. I have Luminoso and Bella Rosa. Now, Luminoso is really, really nice. However, I didn't mean to order Bella Rosa at all yet. It was obviously in my basket and I ordered about 60 things. And this happened to be one of them, and it is much too bright for my skin. But I do like the packaging. And I might use it one day, but for now it is much too dark for my skin. I have the Honeycomb blusher as well, which I really like, but it looks very similar to my MUA Mosaic blush, which used to be my all-time favourite blush. I have a sleek blush here, which takes me about 4 hours to get into, called Antique. Now this is actually a really nice bronzer, as well as a, it depends on like what mood you're going for, but it is quite a nice bronzer. It did chip, it was like that when I brought it, so I quite like these. They're quite thin and compact and easy to carry around. And then finally I have Peach Melba by Natural Collection, which is a really nudie, kind of natural looking blush, which I use on a day-to-day basis. So next to that here I have my highlighter. This is my MUA Undress Your Skin Iridescent Gold Shimmer Highlighter. I haven't used this very much because I feel like my skin almost doesn't need highlighting that much. I don't know why. I just feel like it doesn't need it as much as I thought it did, and then I tried it out and I looked a bit scary, but then again I am probably using it wrong. Down here I have some henna strips. I'm not really sure why, but I used to love doing henna, so that's why they're there. I have the Technique High Beam because basically I didn't want to buy the Benefit Lolly Tint or whatever because it's just too expensive for me. So I bought the Technique one, and it does work really well. I quite like how it's like a watery, liquidy feel rather than a powder, because I definitely get on better with these. I might try and stick that down there. This is an OPI face and body shimmer which my mum gave me, so I haven't really used it and I don't really know where to put it, but it just kind of sits wherever it sits. And then this is the new 17 blush, which for ages I couldn't figure out how to use, and it actually turns out there's blush on the top and you just, and then you get blush. But I haven't used it, I don't really particularly like it. It wasn't very expensive, so, and it's a pain in the arse to close. So yeah. So then in here I keep any extra kind of brushes that I need to definitely clean and don't really use that often. So I've got this beauty blender here, which I didn't know how to use when I first started, so I just basically put loads of foundation on and put it on my face, and it just didn't work. Didn't realise you were supposed to like wet them and stuff. I've got some normal sponges here, I've got some little blush ones as well. I've got some Real Techniques brushes here that I have used and need to be washed. This is a Eco Tools brush or something. And then obviously I keep all the brushes that I get in my Naked palettes and whatever. So back here I have my Real Techniques case, just in case I need to take them anywhere, transport them anywhere. I then have my all of my Charlie perfumes, and my boyfriend got me the Daisy by Marc Jacobs, and it's actually like, it was a really good idea because it's this size which looks really tiny, but then in the box you basically get your own like refill, so when you run out it doesn't matter because there's more, which I thought was a really good idea. Okay, so the next drawer is my eyeshadow drawer. This is my favourite drawer, I think, out of all of them. So we'll start here. I have all of my loose kind of eyeshadows from things like Barry M, and these are all Colour Couture. I get loads of these in sets at Christmas that I don't really use a lot of, but they're all loose and I don't have anywhere to put them, so I found these little pots in Ikea actually, so I thought I'd buy those. Oh, here I have the Urban Decay Primer Potion, which I actually really need to get because I really like it. You get a free sample of these every time you buy a Naked palette, so just to try and make you buy more things. Next to it here I have some of the colour tattoo called On and On Bronze, which is my favourite. I would wear this every single day. I actually do wear this every single day. It's quite... the thing is, I love creamy things. Anything creamy, like creamy eyeshadow, is just a massive yes. And anything that's like glittery and shimmery is just a massive yes. I then have my two Dazzle Dusts by Barry M. I have the shades 53 and 51. 51 is like this lilac-y, pinky shade, and 53 is like a dark brown moody shade. And then I have this number 7 palette which my mum again gave me. My mum hands down a lot of her makeup to me. So behind here I have the Anyway Undressed palette. Now I'm going to do a dupes video with this, this and this because they are exactly the same. They are all the same. This one's, except this one's 39 quid, this one's 10 quid and this one's 6 quid. So literally I'm going to do a review and I'm going to do a like dupes because they are the same. They are literally exactly the same colours, and fair enough, the Naked is obviously better quality and it swatches better, but you can't tell, you really cannot tell once it's on. So I've got that one. I then got this Hello Kitty one, which you probably laugh at me, but it's actually got really cute colours in it and I really liked it. Okay, so in this drawer I basically keep all of my nail varnishes. I tried to colour coordinate them but it didn't go very well, so I kind of have silvers over there, black, gold, red, pink, into more gold apparently, green, purple and then blue. Didn't really work, but I tried. This container is actually a cutlery container which I got from IKEA. It's really cheap, it's about £7. Yeah, there's not really much to say about this drawer. It's a bit disorganised and I really don't like it and I really want to make it better, but for the time being this will be fine. Okay, so in this drawer I keep all of my lipsticks down here. I'm going to do a lipstick collection video, so I'm not going to show you all of them now, but I basically have all my lipsticks up here. I have some lip glosses here and then lip pencils and what's this, like a lip lux it's called, lip stains and things like that in there, but I'm going to go through all of these in another video, that's why I'm not going to go through them all now. And then back here I have some makeup cases, so I've got my one with a J on it for Jade obviously, and then this is my Lucy Mac perfume bottle package thing, and I only kept it because she signed it. That's the only reason I kept it, and it's in there because it doesn't fit anywhere else. In this drawer down here I have all of my hair care things. So my one thing that I really want to try is this Got to Be mind-blowing styling spray. So my hair takes about 4 hours for it to actually dry, even with a hairdryer. And this is supposed to basically speed that process up, and I haven't tried it because every time I dry my hair I forget that I have this. So I'm going to try and like move this around, keep it maybe up on my vanity because I really need to use this. Down the side here I've got some hair masks, I've got some Red Ken shampoo and conditioner. I've got my Tangle Teaser, which is like my favourite thing ever. I've got a normal hairbrush and a hairbrush from Primark that I love, but it doesn't like my hair. I have some sea salt spray by Lush. I've got another SP Hydrate mask. I've got this Techni Art Volume Lift spray here. And here I keep all my bobby pins and my big clip. I have some dry shampoo here and some Frizzies control here. In the back I have some cotton wool pads because chances are when I use any of these products I get them everywhere, so that is my wiping section. And then in the final drawer down here I have some of my hair extensions in the back, which I need to order more of because I didn't get enough. They are really my colour, but I just didn't order enough and they look too thin because I've got very thick hair. I've got some false nails in here, and then I've got my my spray mousse tan and my tanning lotion. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you did enjoy because it took me freaking hours to make. Don't know why it took me so long to make it, but it really has taken me quite a long time. If you've got any questions about anything, do leave them in the description below. And when I go to New York next week, I will be buying a lot more makeup, so trust me, there will be an updated makeup collection in a few weeks after my New York haul. So for the time being, this is it, and I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching, guys.